make a play to turn things around.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers out in front by 19 going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back to the game after this break.
Get ready for the...
I think for Cleveland, season is young, but they're coming up. A great team that still has room for improvement.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's 5. They've got Nick Richards, Obi Toppin out there with Johnson. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Garland in at the point. Pass to Van Vliet. On the wing, Grant. On the take. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Obi Toppin.
Yeah, I think Grant doubles down when the defense gets close. He wants to get the whistle.
And so Grant nails them both. And what you like about Jeremy Grant, the consistency from year to year, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he can shoot it, but defensively, you can put him on the opponent's best scorer. 3 and D and then some. Such a reliable vet for this team.
The Bulls trail by 17. Van Vliet finds Grant. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Williams is checked in for Richards.
Kenrich Williams.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Randall can't hit.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Williams passes to Toppin. Knocks down the long J. Toppin's got 5 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Van Vliet, the pass to Randall. Randall, a screen on Robinson. He drops it from range.
He chucks up a lot of threes. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
Now Garland. 7 points in the game. Toppin outside. Back to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. And Cleveland another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Hart's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Brook Lopez, 4th.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. 9 points in the game.
Well, hey, Randall possesses this kind of range. The defense has to at least honor his shot.
Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland finds Robinson. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
Pass to Van Vliet. Grant outside. The three. Van Vliet misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Randall, good.
And the fearlessness from Randall to come right back, answer that three.
Garland, the pass to Hart. Outside Garland. Back to Hart. Randall pulls down the board. Bulls trail by 20. Pass to Van Vliet. Randall outside. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too. Well, you look at Julius Randle, his stats over his career. He's a forward who chips in different ways. An excellent passer for his size.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Fears. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Cleveland leading by 20. Outside Hart. Outside Garland. Offensive board. Johnson for three. Outside Robinson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Garland for three. And Grimes pulls it down. The drive by Brown. Banked it in off the glass. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for the Cavaliers, hitting three. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Murray out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Fears. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Williams misses. The Bulls trail by 18. Three-pointer. The rebound by Garland. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. He's checked in for Murray. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Richards is checked in for Williams. Thibault comes in for Johnson. Merrill, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Curry in for Garland. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Bulls trail by 18. And here's Brown for three. And again, Chicago, no good. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a solid 47%. And the basket by Curry.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's Brown on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thibault. That's his first foul. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be a second foul of the game. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, PA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Lopez for three. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
That three-point stroke of Lopez is so good. It looks like a set shot. Brook responding to that three on the other end.
To the middle. Richard's shot is off. The Bulls have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Here's Grant. And it's blocked by Thybulle. Outside Curry. Screen by Hart. Fires the three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Richards. No good with a layup. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Bulls.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Stephen Curry.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The three, Fears. Money from three!
A nice wrinkle in Randall's game. He can make that crucial extra pass when the opening is there.
Richards with a screen. And the layup falls.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
let's meet the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. 7 foot, manning the middle, number 88, myleague. 6'3", starting at guard, number 8, Grayson Allen. 6'8", starting at forward, number 41, Sadiq Bey. 6'6", starting at forward, number 1, Zion Williamson.
GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They'll be topping out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Curry in at the point.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The shot by Curry, no good. Bay with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Pass to Bay. Allen for 3. It's rebounded by Curry. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hart with a screen on Cunningham. And Hart throws it down.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Toppin sets a screen for Curry. A three-pointer, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Cunningham. Out to the wing. Pocket 6. Here's Williamson. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now here's Curry with a screen on Cunningham. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Spurs making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Kada. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for. To be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, Kevin.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. A different look now for Cleveland. Robinson's checked in for Toppin. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Sam Merrill. It's Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs.
Few do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set. Curry is just lethal. From outside.
Williamson, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Williamson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. Curry on the wing. Let's go. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's get up, get loud, and welcome your Spurs High Squad to the court. Put your hands together, make some noise for your Spurs High Squad.
Alvin Bagley's checked in for San Antonio. Goodwin comes in for Cunningham. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Allen against Curry. Bagley with a screen on Curry. Shot to stop the run, and it's Allen with the jab.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Curry looking it over. Screen by Hart. Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The drive by Williamson. Allen inside. Curry meets him. Allen's shot is off.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Outside Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And
Leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Curry. McDaniels is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Thibault in at the point guard position. Now here's Curry. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Just 4 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Allen with the rebound. Inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row.
in the paint.
You know, players look for key moments in a game, RJ, and Grayson Allen seems to have an act for finding them.
Oh, he sure does. When I think about Allen, I see him hitting in late clock situations or solidifying a run or a comeback. When it matters most, he is ready.
And here is Allen after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Bagley back to Allen. Oh, good with the triple. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad.
Look now for San Antonio. Zion Williamson's checked in for Sam Hauser. Bays subbed in for Malik Beasley. And then for Cleveland, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Robinson. And it's Garland in for Curry. Williamson kicks to Bay. To the middle. Here's Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Now, here's Garland. His last outing, he had 18 points. An easy 2 points on the layup.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
A shake. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Allen against Garland. Hart kicks to Thibault. Over Williamson. Thibault, the pass to Garland. Stolen by Allen. Jackson down low. McDaniels defending. Counting. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Jackson.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
They set the pick. The wide open look here for Garland. McDaniels outside. And the three ball is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Jackson setting the pick here for Allen. Pass to Bagley. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hart. That's short off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Allen's shot is off.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Garland. Another 3 for Cleveland.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And forceful there from Bay, attacking the iron.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Bulls.
I'll tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Garland against Allen. Garland feeling it out a little bit. From outside, off the mark. Allen outside. Shoots from 8. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Williamson. It's stolen by Allen. That shot is off. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month. And the winner in the East, Stephen Curry.
When Steph gets hot, like he's been lately, best show in the NBA. There's no defense.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Spurs.
You love to see.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Sadiq Bey is out there with Williamson. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Queta in at the 5. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Now Cunningham. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Bey finds Cunningham. It's stolen by Curry. McDaniels against Bey. Merrill passes to Curry. This one for 3. Curry from 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Williamson. Now Allen. Cunningham looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the front iron. Cleveland leading by 9. Tapping a screen on Cunningham. Outside Curry. Hart with the screen for Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Robinson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Johnson in for McDaniels. Allen outside.
Cameron Johnson.
To the inside. And he can't bank that one in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Curry passes to Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Think about the impact that Steph has had on this game. Him and his team have changed the way the game is played. They have ushered in the three-point era.
And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. Your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Tapping a screen on Cunningham. Curry can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And Craig, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Curry. 32 points in the game. Toppin sets a screen to Curry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable. Turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Henrik Williams. He's checked in for Cleveland. Robinson comes in for Sam Merrill. Hauser finds Cunningham. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. From down in the low post, it goes.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Curry outside. Another three for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Robinson against Allen. Likely with a screen on Robinson. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how fierce Bagley cuts after setting the pick.
Curry against Cunningham. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. The three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Johnson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Robinson in at the two spot.
The air. On the glass is the difference. It's a
allowed them to build this lead.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Look at Curry, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game is good.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
After review, the ruling of the floor stands. First team foul.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Beasley outside. Pass to Bay. Jackson with the screen. Bay in the post. Johnson's there.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Williams, a screen on Jackson. Robinson for three. Another three for Cleveland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Bagley with a screen on Garland. Johnson rips down the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Now Robinson, and stolen by Bay. Williamson up top. Bay with the screen for Williamson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bagley. Another chance. And the lay-in, and he gets it done.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. Knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
No good. Spurs trail by 13. Now Williamson. It's deflected. Richards with it, and it's Bay picking him up. They set the screen. Cleared away by Bagley. Williams with the steal. Now Garland. Shoots. Jackson with the rebound. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And now for this is going to take him to 7 wins. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Garland Misses the three. Here's San Antonio. They're on an 11-3 run. Jackson outside. Jacks up a three. Trained from outside.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And so they foul intentionally.
Sadiq Bey. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Cavaliers now. And that's an intentional foul.
Grayson Allen. Cade Cunningham.
San Antonio foul. Cade Cunningham. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Darius Garland.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Let's hear it for the Spurs Red Squad Dance Team.
Cunningham. Oh, what a finish. And an intentional foul right there.
Grayson Allen. First personal foul. Third team.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Dillingham taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Williamson outside. Allen missed on the 3. Bay there for the rebound. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game,
and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Pascal Siakam out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Thompson, and it's Quickly in at the 1. And for Cleveland, Josh Hart is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Dillingham in at the 2. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Screen by Hart. Quickly against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Robinson passes to McDaniels. Portland with a rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
Curry, that's good.
Yeah, Curry's range is just unbelievable. From anywhere on the floor, he is lethal.
Siakam looking it over. Zubac with a screen on Hart. Inside. Shakes him. And Zubac finishes inside. Zubac has got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Robinson can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Quickly. Back to Leonard. Fires from the wing. They get it again. Zubac. Robinson with the block. Here's Curry. Fires the 3, and the Cavaliers, another 3.
And if you let Curry get that shot off, you might as well ring it up.
Quickly passes to Zubac. Siakam against Hart. McDaniels with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. BA, back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Richards is checked in for the Cavaliers. Hayes is checked in for Portland. Hardaway comes in for Klay Thompson. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
McDaniels with some nice D.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Outside Curry. Over Hardaway. Tips it up. Pass to Dillingham. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Dillingham's got 5 now.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Blazers trail by 7. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And here's Hayes. Zubac passes to Quickly. to stop the run, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That's a lot of power that time, quickly making it look easy.
Pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. The long-distance three is buried. He's got 9.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Leonard against McDaniels. Yep, count it.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Dillingham. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Cavaliers. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Stephen Curry is out there with Dillingham, and it's Josh Hart. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3, then strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Oh, got a piece of it. Richards with a screen from the arc. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Garland's checked in for Curry. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Blazers trail by 14. With the drive to end the run. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Collier.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And we're a little over 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. Richards with a screen. The drive by Garland. Good on the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Here's Collier. And he lays it up and in. Collier's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Hart with a screen on Thompson. Garland for 3. Portland grabs the miss. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. All right, Tim, we're in the earlier portion of an NBA season. As a player, was this part easier, harder, or about the same as down the stretch?
No, B.A., I think it was a little easier early in the season because your body felt fresh. There was an adrenaline and a newness to the season. Often later in the year, you get much more worn down physically.
And if you're in contention, the pressure and the stress picks up as well.
No doubt, particularly coming out of those dog days, the dead of winter.
And Portland has possession after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Three-pointer. Thompson pulls it in. Blazers trail by 15. Here's quickly. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from Quickly. I love it.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now. This winning streak could go on for a while.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Darius Garland, he's a true point guard. He said, I try to get everybody involved. That's how I grew up. My dad always said, play the right way and it'll come back to you. But with this kind of shooting touch, the Cavaliers have asked him to look for his own offensive end more. Back to you, Brian.
More than capable. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Toppin, he's checked in for Richards. Williams comes in for Hart. Johnson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Robinson in for Dillingham. And also a switch here for Portland. Hayes is checked in for Siakam. And the first one at the line is good. And a series of injuries for Emmanuel Quickly last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble. No doubt, Emmanuel Quickly, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely. They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Blazers trail by 14. Leonard outside. Down low. Here's O'Neal. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And there is very little ego to Garland's game. He wants to get other guys looks and opportunities.
For Portland, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to O'Neal. 32 seconds left in the first half of this game. Leonard gets the bucket.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And it's Garland on the drive. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Leonard against Garland. Elbow shot on the way. Leonard can't get it to go.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Cleveland on top, leading by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. You are so close. One more time. And
Did you miss us? Stupid question. Of course you did. And we missed you. And tonight we kick off with our mid-season focus on power ranking.
I think for Cleveland, they're sitting on the top of their division. Can't ask for more than that as a fan. And it feels like they're getting better as the season goes on.
The way they've been playing, I expect big things from these guys.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half.
Well, Steph came out here with something to prove tonight. He's still an MVP level player. The man just keeps winning titles.
You gotta love how competitive he is, big fella, in all phases of the game.
Say it with us, Shaq. He makes it look Steffortless.
Steffortless.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
So the Trail Blazers 5 right now. Thompson out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Now here's Quickly. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Siakam. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
Quickly against Curry. Williams, a screen on Quickly. The 3 from Curry. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Leonard looking around. Back to Thompson. Leonard outside. And here's Siakam for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. The Cavaliers lead by 14. On the wing, Curry. 17 points in the game. Williams, a screen on Quickly. And Cleveland, another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Now here's Siakam. Portland moving it around. The 3 from Thompson. Here's Zubats. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Zubats has got 6.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
And how many times have we seen this play out? Curry just on a mission. Unstoppable tonight.
Siakam for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Great job by Curry. His ability to read the floor, an underrated part of his game.
Leonard with a screen on Robinson. Quickly against Williams. Out to Leonard. Back to Quickly from deep. Williams grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 17. Toppin finds Williams. Robinson on the wing. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Thompson outside. Leonard against Williams. Leonard's shot's good. Leonard's gotten his third basket of the night.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Toppin, a screen on quickly. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Portland. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up the short two-game road trip. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Here's Curry. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And the shot goes in. Zubac has got 6 in the quarter.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And it's good for 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Kawhi Leonard, 1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Siakam outside. Pass to Collier. The 3-ball. Thompson. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Cleveland on top, up 9. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Toppin, Cameron Johnson out there with Kendrick Williams. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Number 12, Robert Dillingham.
Quickly with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And Toppin pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 19. For 3, Robinson. Can't hit that one. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Dillingham. Up again. And stolen by Hayes. Pass to Hardaway. Over Dillingham. Kicks it to Quickly. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, you look at the contender stem. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Pass to Robinson. And Cleveland another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Right side Hardaway. Back to Quickly. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. Quickly's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Toppin, a screen on Quickly. Pass to Toppin. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. So for the Blazers, Ivica Zubac checked in for Hayes. Siakam comes in for O'Neal. And Leonard subbed in for Hardaway. Toppin, a screen on Quickly to the inside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
BA, way. The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Quickly passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Cleveland. Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Screen by Hart. Here's Garland. He's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Blazers trail by 21. The three from Quickly. It's money from deep.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now Hart puts up a tray. Zubac pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Garland! He's off from three.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Cavaliers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Garland against Quickly. Garland looking around. Takes a three, and he nails it.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
It's tipped. Here's Siakam beyond the arc. Yes, sir, with the three.
Evolving as a passer and playmaker, Leonard wants to keep setting up his teammates like this.
Garland fires. Can't hit it. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports.